Hello, it's time for another video update. I have a few things that I want to share with you. As you know, the scene changes every single day as we get the updates with this coronavirus. Last week I shared with you that we were planning a drive-in Easter celebration on Easter Sunday morning. Well, in this past week, the quarantine has been extended through the end of April, and so as a result, we are not going to be doing a drive-in service on Easter. We're doing that in deference to the authorities. We also know that we want to be safe. We want to practice safety there for one another. We know you well enough to know that if we gather in our cars, we're going to be tempted, terribly tempted, to open our doors and get out and hug each other, even though it's a drive-in service. And so we're going to do just a live stream service, no drive-in service on Easter Sunday. And I feel bad about that, but it is part of what we're going through. And also our 60th anniversary celebration that we were planning to do the week after Easter, we're going to have to postpone that as well. We do want to do some special things next Sunday for Easter Sunday. So in our live stream service, one of the things that we want to do is have a video montage of you, our church family, sending Easter greetings to one another. So here's what I'm going to ask you to do. Sometime between now and next Thursday, I want you to record a short Easter greeting to the church family. So here's an example of something that Pastor Adam has done.
Good morning, Dayton Avenue. We wish we were right there with you. But because of COVID-19, we are stuck in quarantine.
Okay, so you get the idea, but can I encourage you that you tilt your phone over 90 degrees, so instead of it being up and down like this, it's in landscape mode. That will work better on a video that we will see on our TV screens as we live stream. Now my suggestion is that you make your video greeting right around 10 seconds, 15 seconds max. Because if you think about it, if all of us do a video greeting, that is going to be a really, really long video, and we want to compress it. We want to get everybody in. So 10 seconds, if you can think about a 10-second max greeting, please do that. I encourage you to send them in. Those files will be large, so you may have to use cloud storage and send us a link, or try to email it or text it to us. Any way that you find that you can do that, please, let's get those videos to us. And we would love to send greetings to one another on Easter Sunday morning that way. It'll be great to see your faces again as well. So speaking of Easter Sunday, this coming Sunday is Palm Sunday, which means that in this next week, it's going to be Passion Week. This will be the week leading up to the resurrection. And so what I want to encourage us to do together as a church family is to read the gospel accounts of that final week leading up to the resurrection. And as we go through this next week, read the 4 different gospel accounts, and that will knit our hearts together around God's Word. You know, this virus has created such change in our life that what used to be normal is no longer normal. When we are finally released from the quarantine, all of our normal patterns will be forever affected. And you know, for some of us, this has been a time where we could reprioritize and put some spiritual disciplines in place that need to be there. Having some extra free time at home, it may also work the other way, and we find ourselves doing things and wasting time, or doing other things that we know would not be a good thing to have in our new normal. So can I encourage you to perhaps make Bible reading, if that's not part of your normal, make that a part of your new normal and start that this coming week. May I also make a couple other suggestions. One of them is that during this time we realize we're not going through this alone. This is not just our church going through it. This is everybody in our country and really the world. This is an opportunity for us to reach out to our neighbors, and one of the best ways to do that is to pray. So I have mentioned this before in church. There's an app that you can have on your phone or on your PC. I've been using it for well over a year. It's called Bless Every Home. And this app is really simple. Our church is registered as kind of a hub center And when you register on this app and install it, you put in your name and address, and then the church, our church, and then the app will look at your location, your address, and then it will generate a list of your neighbors. And you can decide how big that list is going to be, 25, 40, 50, whatever you want it to be. And every day the app will send you an email with different neighbors' names on the email for you to pray for that day. It's a really wonderful, simple, easy to use way to pray for our neighbors. And just pray that God will be at work in their lives, maybe work through us. So I encourage you to use that app. If you need help getting to it, please contact us at the church and we'll help you get connected with that app. Can I make one final suggestion? You know, we're trying to learn how to continue to minister to one another and minister to our neighbors and worship together during this time. And you've been very faithful in terms of giving. Many of you are sending in by mail your gifts and tithes, and some of you have switched to an online giving. But can I make one more suggestion? The government is apparently going to be sending all of us a stimulus check. And a week ago, we weren't really expecting a little windfall like that. And I realize for some of you, this is an answer to prayer. This is exactly what you need and God's provision for you financially. But for some of us, this would be money that we weren't expecting. So perhaps if you would, with me, prayerfully consider how we can give an offering back to the Lord about His generosity and protection over us as a result of getting this little extra check. So think about that. I believe there's lots of things that we could do in terms of serving the Lord and doing ministry with the result of a really special, extra, unexpected offering. And so would you prayerfully consider that as well? Please know, I'm praying for you every day. I'm so happy to hear stories about how our church family is ministering to one another and ministering to others. I pray especially for those of you who are on the front lines of all of this. Please know that we're here for you. Don't hesitate to call us. We want to help you in any way that we can. All the time I'm hearing from people in our church family that say, if you know of some need, please let me know. I'm willing to help. So many of you have already done that, and some of you just need to know. You can call and let us know. So call into the church office or get a hold of Sarah and me or any of the pastors on staff, and we want to help you. God bless you this week. Stay safe. See you on Sunday at the live stream.